You are now listening to Undrafted GM with your host, Lo, with special guest. He was a first-round draft pick in 2014. He played for the Arizona Cardinals, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New York Giants, and the Atlanta Falcons. Please give it up for NFL superstar, Deone Bucannon.
All right. Welcome to another week of Undrafted GM with myself, Flo. Special guest today, people. We've been really excited about this. You know what? I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, nah, man. No, I'm happy to be on, man. Just happy to be on, man.
I'm sure a lot of you watching in Arizona know who I'm talking with right now. Our very own Deone Bucannon, man in Arizona hearts. So I really appreciate you coming on the show. Really excited to have you. We're just going to talk some football, talk a little bit about you. What's going on with you? So let's start off with that. What's going on with you right now?
Man, no, just hanging out, man. Trying to taking every day one at a time. You know what I'm saying? Watching football, working out, kind of just keeping my head in the game for real. Just sitting and waiting. You feel me? Yeah.
Sure, for sure. So I know that there's been a couple things you're working on right now. You're doing a lot of traveling to gyms, I hear, trying to stay in shape, trying to lift.
Yeah. Nah, no doubt. Yeah, no, that's just something I love to do. I love lifting and working out, and I figured it'd be cool just traveling to different spots, seeing different gyms, and just kind of like getting the whole thing, you know. And sometimes I have some people come with me and just get a good workout in, and just kind of do it, man. That's what I enjoy doing. Yeah,
For sure. Yeah. So your manager told me you were even doing as much as trying to hit a new gym every day. Is that right?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. I mean, we're starting out here in Arizona, and so we're gonna start out here in Arizona, just whatever gyms kind of like fit the kind of workouts that I'm trying to do, or whatever whatever we have for that day. And then I just like gyms that are cool, just for the surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Some people they got spray paints all over their walls. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, just have that kind of real, just kind of like meathead kind of feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so I mean, I've enjoyed it so far. So I'm looking forward to once as many as I can in AZ, maybe going to the next state, doing the same thing, and you know, what I'm saying, just having fun with it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it sounds like you're looking for certain types of atmospheres, things like that. So do you have a favorite spot you've hit so far?
Yeah. I mean, like there's been a few, but we went to a few Los Campaneros. That was the whole vibe in there was real cool. You know what I'm saying? They do like kind of professional lifting, heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? As far as just like just pretty much just professional day in there lifting. Like I mean,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like powerlifting. Yeah. So it was
Yeah.
cool environment when I went in there, because they were kind of like teaching different people how to properly powerlift and stuff like that. So when I went in there, they had, the jerseys on the wall. They had different kind of things on the wall. And,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So no, it was cool. Yeah, it was cool.
That's nice. And so, I mean, you said powerlifting, so that's kind of like where your focus is at right now, fitness wise.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm right now focused on. I mean, really anything, everything. I'm in the bag of anything. Right now, with me and my dog, Colton, we lifting heavy right now. But we also do, I mean, things on drills on the field. I mean, really kind of just anything that kind of gets the blood going, you know. So, but I'm just trying to keep it consistent, kind of really just an excuse to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, having fun with it, and whoever comes and works out, maybe former players, or maybe even just, former friends or friends that I know now come out getting a lift in, or even the owner of the spot sometimes jumps in the lift. So, I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing it and I enjoy working out. So it's a win-win. Yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
And so for those of you that are just tuning in here on Say What You Will Radio, this is another episode of Undrafted GM. We do have Deone Bucannon on with us. Man, it's been awesome. So, we're talking a little bit about your gym adventures right now. We just had that awesome intro from Andrew Jones too. Shout out to Andrew Jones. It sounds like you have a lot of people that you're kind of trying to collaborate with and move forward. Do you have a specific workout partner right now?
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I really am. I mean, I feel like I said, it'd be a cool little thing just seeing all the different, cause aesthetically, I know there's a bunch of nice gyms out there. You know what I'm saying? Just hit them
Yeah.
all and kind of it gives them a little bit of pub, and at the same time, I'm able to go out there and work out. So, but as far as consistent with my people I work out with is Colton. He's also part of the team, but he also likes to lift too. So it's been
Yeah.
good. And Hunter, Hunter, he gets in there too sometimes. So I
Yeah.
mean. It's been a few. I mean, those have been the consistent people, but I've had Tavon Branch come through and
Oh, okay.
yeah, come through and work out with me, and you know what I'm saying, see who.
Right. Just who's able to keep up with you for sure. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Looks like we're having a little. There we go. Okay, got you back on. Had a little
yeah.
glitch there.
Okay, cool.
So you
Yeah,
said you had some people come through and work out with you. That's awesome. Like I said, it sounds like you have a really good idea, kind of, what you want to do, where you're going. Um, let's get into it a little bit. Obviously, right now, a lot of
yeah,
people know you from your time with the Cardinals, time in the league. Talk to us a little bit about that.
yeah,
Where are you at with your, kind of your NFL journey?
yeah, yeah. With everything going on, and first thing, I hope everybody's safe with that,
For sure.
but yeah, shoot, definitely just yeah, trying to just continue. Be able to get that opportunity. But you know what I'm saying? But like just like with everybody, this kind of time, get different perspective. For a lot of people, not only my world on a different page. Um, so yeah, right now I'm in roles. I'm staying in shape, doing what I need to do.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the next step. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Absolutely.
looking forward. You know
Yeah. And so, we do have a couple questions in here, and you sound like you really know what you're ready to
yeah.
do next. You're like, hey, whatever opportunity comes my way is for me. We have a fan question, and I kind of addressed this with you off air. A lot of people know I'm from
Uh,
Pittsburgh, big Pittsburgh supporter. We have a question. What does Deone think about the Steelers? Do I still have you with me? Bear with us. It looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Looks like we'll be able to get them back on here in a second. But yeah, so if you guys are live with us right now, we're still talking with Deone Bucannon. Do I have you back on, my guy? We got a little
nah,
bit
yeah,
going
I
on
see
there.
you, man. Going in and out for some reason.
There we go. Okay. It looks like we got him back on. So talk to us a little bit about that. You said that growing up you were a fan of what team?
Yeah. Now, growing Steelers fan, man. My dad is a diehard, so uh,
Man, raised by the best,
I'm
it
talking
sounds like.
like quarter sport.
My God, that was the first jersey I ever
Yeah, yeah,
owned. That's perfect. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. Like
Well,
back in the day, right? Yes,
that's awesome. Well, so,
yeah.
now that, obviously you're in your own path, you're on your own journey. I mean, man, you've had a crazy ride. 2013, all Pac-12, all American. Obviously, you were at Washington State. Talk to us a little bit about your time there. What was that like?
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was Washington State. They did a lot, like giving me opportunity, of course, first to get an education, and then
Right.
also just allowing me to play ball over there. And yeah. So I mean, like the fans were crazy. Just the atmosphere out there. It was honestly it was just a football town. So it's like everything down. It was, so, I don't know, being part of there, and I honestly a part of that, whole culture, and Coach Loco, my strength coach, and Coach Ball, he coached at ASU for a little while, recruited me to Wazoo.
Mm.
Just to the league. Of course,
So bear with us. Like I said, it sounds like we're having a little technical difficulties, so do apologize about that. We're working on that as of the moment. But yeah, you sound like you had a couple coaches that really were helping you push through that time at Washington and helping you, really take that step forward. I think a lot of people know what's that like to be a first round pick.
Yeah, no, it was surreal, man. It was honestly, it was a video that like I'm with my family, where I'm just kind of just crying, because that's just what it is, you just overcome with emotion, and you just you're able to experience your dreams coming true. So I mean, that was something that I'll never forget. And all my people were there, and now it was a cool moment for sure. So, but now I was thankful for it for sure. So it was cool though.
Yeah.
Definitely surreal. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, culmination of a lot of hard work. I know that, a lot of people that, watch you talk about you, hard worker always comes to mind. That's something that, never was a doubt, whether you're watching film, watching just as a fan on Sunday. So that's definitely awesome that you were able to have that experience.
Appreciate that.
Well, obviously that took you to Arizona, which a
Yeah.
lot of us are thankful for. um, and then I know a lot of people talk to you about, hey, what was it like kind of being a person who helped really drive almost a new position on defense, right? Money backer. You're famous for the money backer thing.
Right.
Talk to us a little bit about that. You had the Darryl Washington, he was suspended,
Yeah.
the injuries, and
Yeah.
then Arians approached you. What'd he say?
Yeah, nah, it was it was crazy. I mean, at that point in time, it wasn't what everybody kind of sees. It's like, damn,
Right.
it's sort of the money backer, it was at first it was tough, because I'm a shoot, here I am. After my rookie year, going to my second year, and my rookie year, I played in the box for a little bit for the
Yeah.
packages that they had me in, but I went right back practicing the safety the next year. So, that training camp started, and we had them injuries. To D Wash, he was out, and then also we had another injury at linebacker too.
Yeah, I
And
think it was Sean Witherspoon, right?
yeah, yep, Spoon.
Right.
And so yeah, BA shoot, he asked me to come into his office, man, and he sat me down. He was like, "Well, shoot, you know what I'm saying? The choice is yours, you know what I'm saying? But um, we're gonna give you opportunity to start here. We're gonna give you opportunity to start at backer, and at the time, you know what I'm saying? It was just like I was going in between. I was just like, all right, I love playing safety. That's where I'm naturally.
Yeah.
That's what I've naturally been doing, But we were so deep at the time. We had Tyrann Mathieu, Tony Jefferson, Rashad Johnson. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like we were super deep at the spot, and he was like, yeah. So I mean, your opportunity to be able to get on the field right now, if you want, and be able to earn it. So I was like, well, if you think it's best for the team, then that's what it is, So,
Right.
so that's kind of how I went down. And then I went in the linebacker room, and the rest is kind of history. It was tough though. It was definitely tougher transition than what you would think for sure. But it was
Right.
definitely cool. Yeah.
Man, I mean, you definitely made the most of it. I know that you said 2015 was a season for you. You definitely balled for sure. And so, obviously it kind of seemed like, from a fan standpoint, some of the people watching from the outside, it seemed like BA was trying to get you to match up with guys like Vernon Davis and, some of those people. I want to know, who is maybe your favorite person to play against?
Favorite. That's a good one. I'll say my most memorable. One of my
Oh,
most
okay.
two of them. I'll give you two of my most memorable people I played against. And then I'm gonna probably able to tell you who I enjoy playing against the most. Running back, and my most memorable is Adrian Peterson for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro. And that's, I mean, we was still doing good against. I mean, we played Minnesota, and this is when they had Teddy B at
Mhm.
quarterback.
Right.
Clay made that great sack for us to win the game, but no, Dwight Freeney was it? Yeah. But
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was Dwight. Shoot, yeah, AP man, he only like went for like I want to say like 60 something, but it felt like he had like 150. Yeah,
right. Thudding all game.
yeah. So I'm
Right,
just like, dang man, what it would have felt like if he had really 150. Like
man.
he
Would have
only
felt
had
like
like 60
300.
something, but he only you know what I'm saying. But it felt like he had more. But he's just that much of a force. You know what I'm saying. So that was one of the most memorable. And then another most memorable was Demarius Thomas.
Really?
Yeah, Demarius Thomas when we went out there to Denver, and I want to say he almost had like 200. And
Man.
but he, I mean, he was just in his bag that day. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Just in his bag that day. You know, we was stacked that corner too. We had
for sure.
Crow and we had Pat. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yep.
mean, from the BL and we from our back end, our safeties was still playing out of
Solid.
control too. So I
Yeah.
mean, it was just like for him to be able to put those numbers up against them elite guys like that. It was just it is. But he just had a day that day. But that's what I remember it. And my most memorable game is probably like the Steelers. I liked it when I played the Steelers because it was just like
Right.
everybody's energy. Even though we lost, it was when I had Michael Vick and he went down. But it was a cool game because the energy was crazy on both sides. People just talking trash, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just thinking that thinking they're the best. And you know what I'm saying? When you get guys going head to head like that, talking every play, like that's what you really live for, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the essence of the game, like, you know what I'm saying? Like so. But yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Man, the elite of the elite, right? Best athletes in the world.
100%.
Yeah, and man, that's awesome. If you guys are just tuning in again, we're live here on Undrafted GM on Say What You Will Radio Network with Deone Bucannon, the man, the money backer himself. Talk a little bit about what he's got going on, the stuff he's doing with working with gyms and trying to expand there and kind of brand himself. Talk a little bit about his NFL experience. If you guys have been tuning in, I really appreciate you. We actually are going to take a real quick break, hit a couple of our commercial sponsors. We'll be right back after these messages.
Give me 30 seconds to talk about the Espinoza Group, a real estate firm here in Arizona. Sherry says what many agents don't take into account is that it's not just the house itself that dictates how we go about marketing and selling it. That's why in my career in real estate for over 20 years, I've developed systems, processes, and resources specific to each different situation you might be in. Visit their website at www.azhomesbysherry.com. That's azhomesbysherry, SHERI.com. Or you can visit their office at 1521 East Elliott Road, Suite number 104, Gilbert, Arizona 85234.
All right, and we are back on Undrafted GM on Say What You Will Radio Network here with Deone Bucannon. Man, I still appreciate you being here. I know it feels like we just got started, but we've been rolling. Yeah, so what I want to do now is I want to go a little, something you defensive players usually don't like. We're going to go a little no huddle here, okay? I'm going to start hitting with a couple questions, just get to know you a little bit more, what you're about. Just some fun stuff, nothing too crazy. But I know most every athlete, you got a pregame meal. What's your go-to?
Oh, that's funny. Shoot. All right. So I mean, it changed because my first first 3 years, my first 3 or 4 years, honestly, I ate Papa John's before I played games. For
Papa
real.
John's before every game?
Yeah, I know it's kind of crazy, but
Okay, what were you getting though?
yeah, it was pepperoni salami, And sometimes I'd have pineapples on that joint, depending on how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Right, depending on the matchup. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, depending
Right.
if I need some extra juice or not. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's my healthy portion. You know what I'm talking about? So,
Right.
yeah. So, but now my first 4 years was Papa John's.
Okay, what made you switch up?
Shoot, I got old.
Can't be that heartburn, right?
Right, I got old, so I had to switch it up to like Subway or something. Right.
Right.
So, yeah, a little deli sandwiches.
Right. Something light. Okay.
Yeah,
Definitely.
something lighter. Right.
Awesome. All right. So obviously pregame meal. Do you have a pregame ritual?
I mean, yeah, my pregame rituals. I go on to 40 before every game, and I just pray and just being thankful, you know, and just for the opportunity and just making sure everybody on the field is safe. But yeah, definitely before every game, it's the 40 that's nearest to me when I'm running out the tunnel. Yeah, that's the first thing I do, and yeah, no, it's very important to me. And back in college, it was I'd do that, and then I'd go talk to my mom and pray with her. So yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, no doubt.
I love that you have something that gets you in that mindset too. And see, we all need that little bit of bring you some center.
All right.
Obviously, you know, you seem to have something that keeps you calm, keeps you focused. You got a pregame playlist. What's on that? Or maybe even just for the gym.
Nah, for sure. It's honestly just Lil Wayne, No Ceilings, the whole thing from top to bottom.
Okay, are we talking 1, 2? Are we on 3 now?
All the whole way up. Usually I get Wasted, Ice Cream,
man.
Yeah. So from top to bottom, No Ceilings, Lil Wayne.
Watch My Shoes, right? All that.
Can't beat
Love it. Yeah. Okay, how'd you feel about No Ceilings 3?
It was cool.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. It was
nothing
solid.
replaces 1 though, huh?
I mean, yeah.
Right.
No Ceilings for sure.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were growing up, right? Obviously, you know, you have this career now. Did you always know you were going to play football?
That's the only thing I ever had in my mind. You know, when I grew up in Cali, I grew up around a lot of football players and a lot of athletes too, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that was always just instilled in me, and that was always something. The first time I knew I wanted to go to the NFL was I was like 7, and we was walking into Walmart, and you know, when you walk into Walmart, they have back in the day, I guess now.
Yeah.
These had TVs like when you first walk in,
right.
and they would be playing, you know what I'm saying? And the Vikings were playing or something. I just know it was a purple team. And I walked in and I asked my people, what was going on. I didn't even know they was playing football professionally, you know.
Right.
You know, that's what I told them I wanted to do. And shoot, from then on, man, like shoot, that was the only thing on my mind. I've never had a plan B. Me personally, I'm not saying I don't believe in. I don't believe in plan Bs. I feel like you can always have your mind all stuck on what your passion is, what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, plan B to me just means excuse, just in case I don't make this. Nah, you should only option should be what you're passionate about, what you want to go after, what you want to do.
For sure.
Yeah, you know. So
love that.
Yeah.
If you spend time on the plan B, it takes away from the plan A, right?
Takes away from the plan A.
Love it. So, you know, obviously you went to Washington State. We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you said you were going through that recruiting process because you said, I mean, you even remember walking to the Walmart, you know, you remember the moment it hit you like, hey, that's what I want to do. You know, what was that like going through high school and trying to, you know, get your name out there to be recruited? Why did Washington State stand out?
Yeah, no, it was a different journey, you know. I don't know, growing up, I kind of always had the underdog kind of thing, you know, and I was smaller. I was skinnier and whatever.
You were smaller and skinnier?
Yeah. No, I was real light going into high school, going into college too. But yeah, no, it was a different thing, you know, and that's when I got with my coach, Coach Mott's. That's like, you know, he's my coach since I was little, you know what I'm saying? And I just asked him, man, what is it going to take? You know, what is it going to take for me to get to where I want to be, you know? And he had a son, and after every practice, we'd do some extra stuff. Like and just really just drove me into the dirt for real.
Yeah.
So so like that whole process, and then just really just my dad, he made my highlight film actually. We
Oh
sat
man.
down. Yeah. He learned the whole system to be able to cut, edit, and things like that. And he was at every game filming all my games. And so at the end of when I needed to start when I needed to make tape, I had to watch all the games and pick and write down every point of what highlight I wanted on there. So that
Right.
was my task when we was doing it. And then after I was doing all that, I gave it to him. He just made a whole tape of my junior and senior season. And so,
Man.
yeah, crazy, man. So I mean, I couldn't be here without all the support my mom and dad done gave me. So
That's
but
amazing.
yeah, man. So yeah, it was just a journey, man. Just a grind. Just like with anything, if you really want it, man, you just continue to go after it, man. You ain't got nothing to lose, so.
I mean, kids these days don't understand how spoiled they are with Huddle, right? Huddle
Right,
makes it so easy. You don't have to get the tape out, write it all
right,
down.
yeah,
Right. You're right.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Yeah. My brother
Man.
actually was in high school. He plays for Chaparral, and
Oh, okay.
I was asking him, I was like, "Oh, you got your tape?" He's, "Oh no, it's on Huddle. This is what you got to do." I'm over here looking at it like,
What?
right." You know what I'm saying?
Right. So easy. Man,
Yeah.
Huddle does it itself.
All right.
Well, what would you say to someone that was in your position that, like, you said you had that underdog mentality. They're looking for opportunity. What would you say to somebody who's, right now in the grind? They're moving their way up. They're like, hey, I want to live that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about like in high school. I mean, really anything. I mean, I feel like first and foremost, man, you gotta work harder than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. So if you're not the hardest working person within your personal group, then you're not gonna be the hardest working person. Then you can't be confident in saying that you're the hardest working person out of everybody in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's really just starting within wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? And then continue progressing from there. You know what I'm saying? And always be around people that. I like being around people that have a different mindset than me, you know what I'm saying, that can better me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I like being around players that are, you know what I'm saying, have maybe there's a player he covers better than me or whatever it is. I'll enjoy picking their brain and things like that. Maybe I can pick up a thing or two from them, learn a thing or two from them to add to my game. And then, you know what I'm saying, just honestly just outworking everybody, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's going to show on game day, So, I mean, it's about getting opportunities. Of course, there's politics and everything, but just control what you can control, man. Like, that's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? And then everything else, if you control what you can control, man, if you work your butt off each and every day, it's going to show. You know what I'm saying? The product's going to show. It doesn't lie. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say to anybody. And don't stop, man. I feel like if you really want something, just continue to go after it. You know what I'm saying? So just be relentless in your effort, man. That's what my advice would be for sure.
For sure. Yeah. Being relentless. That's definitely, I mean, that speaks volumes because that kind of, I feel like even as a player epitomizes you. Like if you watch film at all, like you definitely are relentless for sure. Well, obviously you've again grinded to get to the spot. You've spent this time in the league. You've spent a lot more time than a lot of people in the league. Talk to us about maybe your favorite stadium to play in that you've played in.
Yeah, that's a good one. I say my favorite stadium in the league is playing at Seattle.
Why?
Yeah, because I mean the energy's crazy. The energy's crazy. And then I went to Washington State, so I always run into Cougar fans there too.
Right.
So it's like a cool dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Now at the same time, like I said, the energy's wild every single time. Like as far as the noise and as far as it's a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? It's in the division. There's always something big. I mean, besides playing at the AZ Stadium, I mean, playing at Seattle, man, it's always a battle. You know what I'm saying? And Russell Wilson, he's always
Russ.
ready for that. Yeah. So it's always a good environment, good energy, and it's always a fun game for sure. Yeah.
That's great, bro. I love that answer. And I mean, you got fan bases kind of all over because you spent time in different areas, and it seems like Washington definitely rides for you for sure.
Washington, cool, man.
Well, you said that you had a couple memorable, like obviously you played against AP. You've played against a ton of people. Most of them still, still going. You're still going.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite or a memorable play that you made that you were like, man, this is what I worked for. This was my moment.
That's a good question. Yeah. Memorable play. It was my first pick six. It was against Philadelphia, the Eagles, and that was my first ever pick six. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
College, yeah, NFL, high school. So and it was my first interception in the league.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean that was like a big time thing for me, and honestly, that was like the game when we was going to get our first round bye or whatever. Like
That's
we,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was just what I'm saying, that whole game in itself was cool, and but shoot, that's probably one of my most memorable plays. I say for me in the league for sure. Yeah.
And so that was against Sam Bradford. Am I correct?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well,
yeah. You're like, I don't really remember. I just remember it was mine. You feel me?
Yeah,
so.
I remember. Yeah, and I was against Sam Bradford though. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stop for a second. On that note, quick trivia. Okay, I want to see if you know the answer. What current NFL starter, did you pick off both in college and the pros?
That's a good one. Oh, Jared Goff.
Bam, he got it. Oh man, I was kind of hoping to stump you there, but have my moment. But you got me. But yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Man, because you picked him off at Cal, and then you picked him off with the Rams, both in California. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah,
man, I thought for sure I'd get you on that one. That's all right.
I had to really think. I had to go back in my head for real. Right?
Well, obviously you spent time, all over. So has there been, what I like to ask is like, obviously the head coaches are big names in the league, you know who they are, but you really don't get to spend as much time with them as you would like all the time. They're busy. They're always jumping room to room.
Right.
Did you have a certain position coach that really worked with you, really spent time with you?
Oh yeah. Larry Foote, man.
Really?
Yeah. Larry Foote. Honestly, I mean, he was a lot of the reason why I was successful at the position, and he was able, because you got to think about it. You got to start with me at square one.
Yeah.
Pullers, all that, anything.
Exactly.
Line movement, understanding checks, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So he was pretty much, he built me from the ground up, and allowed me, took time to talk extra with me and things like that. Honestly, Football, he's like one of my big bros for real. So, and it's funny because his last year was my rookie year.
Yeah.
We played together. So we played side by side. And then from that every year forward, at AZ, he was my coach. So like he was real as far as NFL goes. Like he's probably the closest one to me as far as just like who's word and who's coaching and who's just not only as a coach but as like I said, he's like a big brother to me. So his word it means a lot to me. So but definitely Coach Foote, 100%. Yeah, shout out to him.
And that's great that you said that. Obviously, I know you said your dad was a Steelers fan growing up. Larry had such an iconic career. I mean, we're Steelers fans. It's a small world here. Man, he now you said obviously he was your coach that year. Didn't he roll right into that linebacker coach spot that first year?
Yeah. So my rookie year, he played with me for his last year, and then that next year he went right into inside linebackers coach.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So so he went right into it, and so he was my coach right after that for the next however many years I was with AZ. And man, he, like I said, man, he knows that he's super smart. I mean, you could tell when he played the game, and just like you said, I grew up a Steelers fan, so I knew about all him. You know what I'm saying? Like Larry Foote, you know what I'm saying? Joey Porter, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks, very right.
James, you feel me? Like all them, you know what I'm saying? So like it was just cool, the fact that somebody I watched growing up, like I watched a lot, you know what I'm saying? He ended up being somebody I played with and somebody that coached me, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mental, that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
So would you say that, like, for people to enjoy some of the successes that you've had, right? Because there's a lot of guys that filter in and out of the league. Do you feel like having that mentor is something that's real crucial to your journey?
100%, yeah. Honestly, if you can, that would be my recommendation to any rookie that comes in at first. I mean, sometimes, unfortunately, you might not have that opportunity and you might not be able to find a good mentor, but fortunately I was, and that allowed me to extend my career. I know for sure, it allowed me to learn a lot of different things too. So like any rookie, I would definitely suggest them to just, when they get in the building, just find somebody that can just be able to, I mean, you don't have to rely on them, but just you can copy them. You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody that's just a good person to copy, is a good person to see, okay, how do they do things? How do they schedule set up? Because it's like, honestly, it's a lot about scheduling your time the right way, especially when you're outside the facility. You know what I'm saying? Understanding when to get your body worked on, understanding when to watch tape, how to watch tape, so like if you can find somebody that's willing to guide you and do those things with you, so you can pass it down when it's your time too. It helps you tremendously. You feel me? Especially in your first year and then going to your second year. So it's just like definitely finding a mentor helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and you touched on it a couple of times. You were saying that transition, like understanding even just the very basics of, hey,
Yeah.
going from safety to linebacker, you now move from the secondary into that linebacker core. You're talking about, you were mentioning pulling guards, you were mentioning all the different levels that you have to deal with. Now you got to deal with linemen, not to mention slot receivers. Right,
Yeah.
that's incredible because people don't really see that it's a 365 a year job.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
body continuous. So that's awesome. That's
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
Now, obviously you said you've been watching a lot of football. If
Mhm.
you were to take a guy in the league right now that kind of epitomizes that hybrid, or, somebody that you look at and you're like, they may be the future of that position,
Yeah.
who would you pick on?
I mean, it's easy for me because I mean he's already done it, and he was somebody that guided me as well. But yeah, Tyrann Matthew, 100% hands down, Honey Badger. Like he
Right.
epitomizes of what a football player is to me. You feel
Yeah.
me? As far as just being able to do literally anything. You feel me? From being in the box, from playing middle of the field, from playing high field safety to playing really, you feel me? Really in them trenches to be able to blitz.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Blitzing well, playing that nickel, like he can do all those things at a Pro Bowl level, as you guys can see. Like, but he's always been that. You know what I'm saying? He's just a pure football player. I've honestly, he's probably the best player I've been around, and
Yeah.
as far as what I'm saying. But when you see it in person, it's crazy. But it's not just he just wakes up and okay, I'm the Badger. Nah, his preparation is second to none. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing as far as taking care of his body, as far as watching film, you know what I'm saying, and understand what he's looking at, you know what I'm saying? And that's you can understand why he's doing that on Sundays, So
Right. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And again, I love the fact that you've addressed the off the field stuff because so many people don't get that. Like, you put in so much work, not only just being you on the football field, but being ready to be you on the football field.
Right.
Um, and obviously, again, we've talked a little bit about how right now you're traveling. You're trying to expand your brand and what you're looking to do.
Mm.
Um, I think Tyrann's the epitome of hybrid players today too. So that's really awesome.
100%.
Well, we are actually going to take our last commercial break. Then we'll get back. And then what I want to do is I want to ask you about, not this week because we're in the middle of it. We're going to run down next week's games. I'm going to have you pick them.
All
So
right.
we'll get into that. So start getting ready for that. We'll be right back in a minute.
Bet that.
What makes Ranger Rob Poopy Bags so special? It's the love for dogs and our environment. We designed a dog waste bag that is deeper and wider for easy pet waste disposal. Ranger Rob Poopy Bags are designed with handles that make it easy to manage and tie off for disposal. And they're lemon scented. Get the best bag for your best friend. Available on Amazon or rangerrobpoopybags.com.
All right. And shout out to Ranger Rob for that commercial. We always appreciate his sponsorship and his ability to help us get on the Roku and some of those other channels that you guys are watching us on. So we really appreciate that. I also want to give a quick shout out to Nut Tree Designs Company. It's a company out there on Etsy. They're out there for all your holiday gift needs. They have a review in here from just this Christmas, just 2 days ago, from Megan. Megan said, I purchased this as a gift for my dad. It's a recipe cutting board. and it's with one of my grandma's recipes engraved in it. I was honestly speechless at first. Absolutely perfect and such great quality. Sellers accommodated my request with no issues and were quick to respond. Is very genuine. So make sure you go up to Etsy, look up that Nut Tree Designs company on Etsy, so you can get those holiday gifts for the season for you. And we are back again. You know, those commercial bits go so quick. I do want to give a couple other quick shout outs. We're going to shout out Wile E. Coyote Beats for that great intro music. If you guys need any production work done, make sure to get in with him. Andrew Jones for that intro. He's a voice actor. We're going to have his information below this video. Make sure you get in touch with him for anything that you need. But Deone, glad to still have you, man. I really appreciated your time so far. And now comes the ultimate test. So we're going to put you on the spot. We're going to go through Week 17's games because obviously, Week 16 is going on right now as we're talking. So you said you have watched football this year. You've been keeping up with a lot of it. I know September was kind of that time frame. You were still figuring things out with the Falcons. Yeah. So you've been keeping up with everything going on?
Yeah, good amount. Probably the last few weeks I've been just looking at it a little bit. But shoot away, man. See what we can do.
Well, so here I'm gonna put you on the spot first, okay? So I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable first. Give me your Super Bowl predictions.
That's tough.
He said, "Oh man,
that's tough." I think the Chiefs gonna get back.
Yep.
I think the Chiefs. That's a good question. Chiefs in Seattle.
See, you know what? I had to give Pops a little shout out there because I picked Seattle at the beginning of the year, but sadly I also picked Baltimore and they may not make it there. So we'll see. But man, I like that we're on the same pathway there. So this week, upcoming Week 17, we got Miami at Buffalo. That's tough. That's some good teams right now.
Yeah, good teams, but I'm going with Buffalo. My dog Smoke player, you know what I'm saying? My dog Smoke out there, you feel me? And
man, okay, Buffalo.
And I don't know what the quarterback situation like with the Dolphins. Is they going with Fitz or Tua?
Who knows? Did you
with Fitz this last week, huh?
Yeah, so it looked like they ended the game with him. Did you see that face mask? He threw that ball with that face mask?
Yeah, I did see that.
Crazy. That was wild. And then we got Green Bay at Chicago.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay. I'm pretty certain we're on the same page there. Yeah, sure. Baltimore at Cincy.
Yeah, Baltimore, man. Yeah,
Baltimore.
Yeah, Bengals there.
Okay, now this is
against the Steelers. So I don't know how you feel about that, but
yeah, I'm a little upset about it.
All right.
And I was actually, that's funny you say that. I was gonna preface this next one. Just remember, our entire friendship is based on your answer in this next one. You ready? Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Bro.
I know. I'm not gonna be mad at you.
I would love to say Pittsburgh, but bro, I feel like I don't know. Maybe Pittsburgh. I don't know what's going on. At least this back end. You feel me? Like, right? They've been on some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, right. 100%. And but right. I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Yep.
Cleveland.
Sadly, I'm with you.
But I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Man, they have Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. They've been running hard. That defense is looking good.
Looking solid.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Minnesota, Detroit. Got a non-playoff oriented.
This is a good one. I like the running back for Minnesota.
Okay, Dalvin.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook. But I'm going to go with Detroit.
Okay, Detroit.
Yeah, wow. I know. I'm gonna go with Detroit. I feel like it's gonna be a good game, though. I feel like it's gonna be a good game. But
well, give me a little more on why Detroit. There was something in your eye. I saw it.
I feel like Detroit's fed up, especially after the last. What didn't they just get blown up by like 40-something or something?
Wild. That's
So
I'm with you, and I like Stafford. I think he's more talented.
Yeah, they ain't gonna come back next week. Especially not they ain't gonna be on no trash like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're gonna do something, flip it around.
Okay.
Yeah, Detroit.
So obviously Pittsburgh, thank goodness, came from behind and beat Indy today, but Jacksonville's at Indy next week. Yeah, exactly.
Just for no shot. I think they tanking to get old boy from Clemson for real. So.
Man, so that's so funny. I was gonna stop and ask you about that. You think Trevor Lawrence is a Jaguar now?
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to be.
Nah. Well, let me ask you this. If you were him, not you, if you were him, would you rather Jacksonville or the Jets situation?
Neither. I'm pulling Eli Manning.
Gonna go somewhere completely off the map.
I'm pulling an Eli Manning for sure.
Right, go ahead.
100%. If I was him,
down there?
or I hope his pops is telling him too, man, just going to an organization where he can get his respect, because he's a heck of a player, man. I'm a fan of him. Super. Yeah. And I would hate for him to go to a team that just jacks him up, man. Just because that's what they're gonna do. I want him to be able to see what he can really be. He can really be something if he's like behind like a structured system where he can like sit down maybe for, you feel me, just watch. Even though he's probably gonna be better than whatever quarterback, just as far as arms and as far as arm ability, he's probably gonna be better than almost a lot of these quarterbacks. Whoever's team is gonna draft him, but I want to be on the team where it's just like, man, he get that knowledge and then do the whole Patrick Mahomes, man. That boy, he sat down first year, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Year, they gave him the reins, and I helped him, you know what I'm saying? Because he was able to learn. Then he already had all the talent. He had better arm talent than all them quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? Yep. But they let him sit down. He was able to learn. Now look, they about to hit another one, you know what I'm saying? Man. So I feel like if I was the one telling him, I'll tell him, man, pull an Eli Manning, bro. You know, going
okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I'm gonna take it one step further. Okay, where would you see Trevor Lawrence fitting in?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Let me cook with some grease. Honestly, this is the first thing that came to my mind was the New England Patriots.
Whoa.
Right. Crazy. I know.
Whoa. Do we really want that?
Was New England.
Okay.
My first team was New England, 100%, being with Bill Belichick, and it's not going to be. And on top of that, his atmosphere isn't like super starry, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like he's not going to get caught up in all the lights and stuff, which I don't think he does anyway. I feel like he got a good head on the shoulder already, but like, people Twitter gonna be out of IG gonna be out of everybody gonna be trying to get a piece after he gets. I feel like if he goes in a situation like New England, all that, for some reason they're able to just shut outside stuff out pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I feel, and then on top of that, you got Bill Belichick being able to groom him and things like that. And he'll like Bill Belichick don't care. I feel like he's not gonna just rush him out there. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna, he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He's in a situation where one of the best coaches ever. So he's just, he knows how to do things, so
win-win.
100%. If he goes to New England, now that would be
upsetting.
Upsetting 100% for a lot of teams. I feel
they would see a lot more New England, Kansas City AFC championships, huh?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It'd be crazy.
Well, that's funny. Next game, Chargers at Kansas City. Should be able to.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, have you had the opportunity to watch Justin Herbert over there in LA?
Yeah, no, he looks good. He looks good. But I mean, like I said, if he had that year to hang back behind Tyrod, man, Tyrod a heck of a quarterback. You feel me? And,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was a tough situation.
I don't really like how that unfolded for real.
No.
That whole thing. Honestly, from even the lung thing to, you know what I'm saying, even being sat down. Who am I? But at the same time, I feel like Tyrod easily, I mean, he's a great quarterback. He would have been able to get probably a little bit more wins based on experience just in different situations. Yeah. And then it would allow Herbert to just learn, you feel me? And just give him the reins when he's mentally ready. But that's especially at quarterback. Shoot, it's a cluster when you just play something like linebacker or safety, like your head's already spinning. So I can only imagine when you first come in the league as a quarterback, that's probably like your plate is probably 3 times full. You feel me? Understanding, because not only do you have to understand and know the offense like the back of your hand, then you got to study defense, understand what you're looking for, reads and things like that. So I mean, Yeah, but no. I have tremendous respect for Justin Herbert as well. I feel like he's doing a great job over there. You know what I'm saying?
For
He's been
sure.
local. Man, yeah, the sky's the limit for him, 100%.
For sure. Yeah, and I definitely think that's one of those future talents that'll be around for a while for sure.
100%.
And then, believe it or not, we were just talking about the Jacksonville Jets thing. The Jets just got their second win today.
They did.
That's crazy against Cleveland. So they're going to play New England next week, play my guy Cam out there.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to come out with that one? I mean, the Jets are off 2 in a row now.
Jets in Cleveland?
Jets in New England. My fault.
New England. Oh, okay. Jets in New England. Yeah, I'm going with New England.
Yeah.
I'm going with New England, but I mean, I don't know. Jets just figured out a way to get out the running for.
I think Sam Darnold's trying to save his job out there.
Yeah, I mean, no, I honestly like Sam Darnold.
Me too.
Him. I'm a big fan. I'm a Sam Darnold fan.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there.
Fan. Yeah, man. I feel like honestly, just the whole situation just was unfortunate.
Yeah,
but, you know what I'm saying, and I feel it was unfortunate. You know what I'm saying, but he's making the most of it as best as he can. I feel like he's a professional, though. I feel like he's out there balling. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happens, like I said, it's not like when I was in college, man, we was losing a good amount too. But like the people that had real heart was the people that wasn't giving up. That was people still going out there and really fighting. You could tell each and every Saturday in college, but Sunday you can tell who out there. It doesn't matter. I don't care what the record is. I'm still going to try to whoop you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I like Sam Darnold, man. Yeah. So.
Yeah, he definitely has some heart in him for sure. I hope that I'll be honest, I kind of hope he moves on from that, winds up in a different situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have let's see. So we got Dallas at the Giants. Obviously, you spent some time with that organization.
Yeah, and the Giants are rolling right now, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the Giants, man, and I'm gonna take the Giants. I like the Giants. I'm a fan of I can't remember my dog's name right now.
They got a group of them on defense. Jabril, Logan Ryan.
Jabril dog. 100% Jabril dog. Love how he worked. I love how he played too. That's the first thing I told him when I met him over in New York. Jabril, shoot. What's the quarterback name? Why am I tripping right now?
Oh, Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, that's my dog, Daniel. Yeah. Nah, I feel like him too. That's another one too. I feel like he got thrown to the fire super quick. So I feel like he's starting to make superstars. They win a few games and he's understanding things. And I feel like the next year is going to be really his year. If I'm gonna be honest, like I feel like he's going to make a huge step. But I like Daniel Jones, man. Shoot, he has all that. You know what I'm saying? I respect it, the way he prepares and what he does too. So when I was over there, I was a fan of him as well. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Giants. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. And obviously he has Saquon coming back next year, which hurt him. A little bit on the progress there. So that's gonna be big.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, here, real quick, we got a couple questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
We got a fan said, okay, who is your greatest safety of all time? Ed Reed, or he asked Cam Chancellor. I'll be honest, I would put somebody else in the situation, but I'll buy it.
Yeah, of all time, yeah. I gotta give a top few first thing. I mean,
okay,
in no particular order, because they're all great, man.
Right.
Sean Taylor, Cam Chancellor, Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed. My fifth.
That's the hard one. Everybody, that top four is pretty unanimous.
Ronnie Lott.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
If you would say that there's one that you modeled your game after.
It's easy. Cam Chancellor.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%. That's Cam Chancellor, man. He was huge, man, as far as when I was first coming out. And he took me under his wing. Was another one of my, as far as a player goes, that was my mentor as a player too. You know what I'm saying? Coach was Foot, and Cam was my player mentor. I mean, right when I got drafted, he invited me to come work with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He hit me up and he's like, man, you know what I'm saying? You should just allow me to go over there and work with him. So I went to my first 2 years. I actually went to Virginia with him and I trained with him. And man, he's got some great work, and Yeah, so I mean, for him to do that, imagine somebody as big as Cam, you feel me? Big, you feel me? They just won a Super Bowl, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like Legion of Boom, or you know what I'm saying?
Legendary
All that.
defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that was going crazy, and he's hitting me up, little old me. I'm over here just about to come in, don't know what's going on, and he's like, man, I got you. And I'm talking any little annoying questions I had, man, he answered like, I don't know, like, oh, this guy not like with respect and told me anything about anything I wanted to know. So
That's incredible.
it, man. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. So big shout out
That's
to him.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then we also have one. We have somebody that asks, what does Deone think of TJ Watt?
He's a beast, man.
Man, that's a Pittsburgher, of course. So
I know
know.
exactly who he is. He's a beast, man. He's a beast.
Man.
He was, I mean, honestly, ever since he came in the league,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like he needed a chance to transition into it. He was
He
just
flew right in.
Just jumped in, and now he a beast, man. He a beast, and he leading that front. I mean, honestly, I've always had, I always had respect for the Steelers, but they defense looks good too. They got a few other names over there that are pretty formidable. That'd be on Sundays, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, that man Minka over there too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
He
remember his name.
The real deal.
Isn't this his second straight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Second in a row, both at the end for Pittsburgh and now again in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Man. Let's see here. So getting back to those picks, again, if you guys are still tuned in with us, we are live here on Undrafted GM on the Say What You Will Radio Network with Deone Bucannon. We got him going through his picks for Week 17. We're about halfway through them. So far, we're pretty much on the same page. So I'm feeling good about myself because he's got the insider perspective. So the next one we have up, we have the Washington football team at Philly. Yeah, at this stage right now, there's a lot up in the air for both of them.
100%.
Washington doesn't even have a name right now, so
there's a lot. It's crazy.
Right.
I'm gonna go Philly.
I'm gonna go Philly?
Yeah. It's a situation out there with the quarterbacks, but I'm rooting for Jalen, but I'm also you feel me? Can't remember my other dog's name. Who's the other quarterback?
Carson Wentz?
Yeah, Carson Wentz. Yeah, no, but I always liked him as a quarterback too, So but I feel like shoot, Jalen's going in there, man, and
doing his thing.
Killing it, man. He's doing his thing, man, getting his opportunity. And I feel like he just, as far as just being a playmaker, man, that's him, and but like I said, I'll also no disrespect to Carson Wentz. I feel like he's a beast too, So I hope it works out for both of them. But I'm gonna go with Philly for sure.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
This one may even be easier now that we know, but Atlanta at Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa.
Tom Brady it's hard to root against him. I mean,
no, man. Yeah, Tampa for sure. And Tom's just a beast, man.
He's got your boy Arians with him.
Yeah, BA, man. And just the whole atmosphere out there, I feel like, honestly, since they're in the playoffs now, I feel like it's gonna be a different ball game with them. I feel like they're about to kick it up a notch for real. Like I feel like Tom's really going to because he already knows what's about to go down. You feel me? As far as any situation, he's already been a part of it. So it's like that confidence already transcends down the line to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's gonna help a lot. But the Falcons, I love being at the Falcons too. Their whole atmosphere is cool. Their coaches are cool. Players, you know what I'm saying? They have all the right tools, man. The ball just ain't been rolling. Ain't been rolling their way this year. That's all it is. But
sometimes it happens.
Yeah, right.
For sure. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just, it's hard to you mentioned that experience. It's hard to, beat that experience of knowing exactly what it's like. And a lot of people, are always curious. They're like, okay, well, it's just another game. But give us some insight. What's that really like to take that shift to okay, this is playoff football now?
Yeah. No, it honestly, it might as well be a whole new season. If I'm gonna be honest, it's a whole different mindset. Like people don't even really understand for real. Like when you're going to the playoffs, everything, I don't know how to even explain it really. Like your whole mindset shift as far as just everything's up a notch. Aggression is up a notch. Your nerves is up a notch. Your attention to detail is up a notch.
Yeah.
Coaches and players, just the atmosphere is all different. But it's not like we're over here just we can't breathe anywhere. The fun is up a notch too. You know what I'm saying? So with that, everything is up a notch. So it's like you're having more fun. You're talking more trash. Like you just it's just the game is totally different. Like it's like you understand it. Like okay, man, this is do or die. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta really whoop you. You feel me? So like yeah. So I mean, the ones that I was fortunate enough to go into the last 2 years, yeah, it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different ball game for sure. Yeah.
So you mentioned it a little bit, and I gotta ask now,
Yeah.
who was one of the best trash talkers that you played with? Because obviously people talk about all the originals, right? But like people start talking about Phillip Rivers and how he always talking, but who do you have? I know there's somebody. You got a smile on your face.
No, I mean, people would just. I mean, it's more so. I mean, honestly, Larry Foote for me, my first year, he was. A lot of my confrontation from first year was having his back for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
And I'm a rookie, so it's like if I don't have his back, of course I'm gonna have his back. You know what I'm saying? But if it doesn't even look like it, I'm gonna hear about it in the film room for real. But so I'm dang near sparking stuff out just before he do, just so you feel me, so I can make sure he on the same track. But the most he talks a lot. He talks a lot of big time talker, all that. But it was fun. Like it's fun when you do that. You know, it's just it's just fun, man. Like you're going into the game, you gotta back up what you're talking about, and then you're gonna meet them again. You know what I'm saying? Wherever maybe you won, you talking, or you know what I'm saying, or maybe they won, they talking. But somewhere along that line, y'all gonna have to meet up again in that game, and you feel me? Just see who wins again. You know, so it's a good thing. Yeah.
I love that, and I love that. Not only is the best trash talker, you play with him, but he's also your mentor. So
right, yeah,
a lot of those skills too, I'm sure. So jumping back to those picks, I want to make sure I'm not taking up too much of your time. But New Orleans and Carolina.
Yeah, no, New Orleans.
Yeah,
New Orleans. I like Teddy B, man. I like Teddy B. But New Orleans, they rocking. Alvin Kamara just had 5-6 touchdowns?
Touchdowns, almost broke a record.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Honestly, he should have had 7.
I know. We can get mad at Sean Payton later, but
he should have had 7. But
should have.
That man is a beast, man.
He is.
He does it effortlessly. You know, a lot of the players that are like the best in the league, you can tell like if they just doing effortless stuff. You feel me? If it just look effortless to them, that's impressive. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's what I respect him 100%.
Yeah, he's a monster. He's only going to continue to be. Here's a matchup where it has two people that I know are the future of the league.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, Houston, with King Henry and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. I'm a big Deshaun Watson fan as well. Honestly, I keep saying, but I'm a fan of a lot of these players, man, because they're legit. But I like Deshaun Watson's game 100%. And but I'm gonna go with Tennessee. That boy Derrick Henry. I feel like Derrick Henry really changed and their coach really changed like the whole dynamic of their team as far as like their identity. They just real like hard nosed, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just run it up.
That's that old school smash.
Yeah, old school. I like that. And like that's why they're always gonna go far. And so I'm gonna go Tennessee.
For sure, yeah, they're definitely well rounded, and they have that Bill Belichick tree line over there with Mike Vrabel, another back.
I like them. I like him as a coach too. I feel like he's a player's coach too. The same kind of things. That makes sense because he understands the ball. You know what I'm saying? So he's been around ball. He knows how it really works. It's always different when you have somebody that kind of played ball too, and now they're coaching you because it's just like they got a different perspective. They're not saying unrealistic things. And you know what I'm saying? Because it's not just X's and O's, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand what's actually going on. So, like, when the coaches that play ball, they got a little bit of different perspective on just, you know what I'm saying, on how they explain things and how they want things done. Yeah, so
Right, been there, done that. They can relate to you.
100%.
Right. That's great, man. And yeah, and I think that, obviously people like yourself, especially moving positions, having people that have been there is crucial.
Yeah.
So let's see. The Vegas Raiders, which is still weird to say, at the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, Raiders. Going with
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going with the Raiders. I can't. Shoot, Josh Jacobs. He a beast over there. So
Monster.
yeah, beast. He a beast. So yeah, I'm going to Vegas. Yeah.
You say you're going to Vegas?
I'm going with Vegas, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa. Vegas here. But that stadium, man, that Allegiant. Woo.
That joint's legit, man. That joint legit, all blacked out. When I was out there a while back, they was building it up. It was dope.
Deal.
It was dope, yeah. All black.
That in the Raiders or the Rams Stadium, SoFi. They got that old big screen going around the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to see it yet, for real.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look at that one. That's wild. Oh man, let's see. Your old team, Arizona, at the Rams. Speaking of them, that's tough.
That is tough,
especially this time of year.
It is. I'm going AZ. Yeah, right. I'm going AZ though. I'm going with AZ, man. They got a lot of good things going over there. I feel like they got all the weapons. Kyler Murray's a dog, man, straight dog. They got my dog Larry over there. They got Hop, man. Like, you feel me? And I feel like their defense been sparking up too. My dog Haas, my dog Hassan Reddick, man.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's nice. But he always been like that, man. So. Yep. I'm so excited. I'm excited for him, man. Like, real talk. Like, he deserve all that, And but nah, he lights out. So
and he's their sack leader right now, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yeah, I think he's got 8 or 9.
Nah, he's like 10 or 11.
10 or 11 now. Oh my!
He got like 10 or 11. Yeah, nah, he's acting up right now.
Yeah, he's playing, bro.
Yep. And then Buddha over there leading up, and then Pat P.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Buddha. He's freaking missile, man.
There's another one from that Northwest up there, that Pacific Northwest. He was that Husky. He was playing well for them too.
Yeah. Now he a beat. Yeah,
that's wild. And then lastly, your favorite place to play, Seattle at San Fran.
I'm going with Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Seattle. Shoot, man, Russell, man, he's tough to beat, man.
In my opinion, I still think he's the best quarterback in the league. Respect to Mahomes. I don't know how you feel about that, but Russ is nice, man.
Yeah,
man, so those are your picks. We'll post those out for you. See if we can check you on those next week. We'll get back with you.
Yeah.
But something else I was curious about. So obviously, you've not only played this sport, but you created your own position. If you were a pro at another sport, even an obscure one, what sport would you like to be a pro at?
A pro at another sport?
I mean, shoot, it could be Olympics, whatever you want.
That's a good question. If I could be a pro at any other sport, it'd be golf.
Golf? Oh, I love that answer. Okay, talk to me a little bit more about why. I got my own reasons, but they're money-wise.
It'd be golf. First thing, you get to travel everywhere, and you can practice your craft at any time, for real. Yep. And it's a low intensity on your body. You know what I'm saying? I can play for a long time. I can play till I'm 70. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you're getting all this money. You can make your brand. You know what I'm saying? You can do it on your time. It's not beating your body up. If I truly had, I play golf. I played golf in high school, but if I truly had that true professional ability, yeah, I'd choose golf for sure.
For sure. I was wondering what your would be on that one.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're in a new position now. You're kind of looking for your step forward.
Yeah.
If you were an NFL GM, you would build a franchise around a quarterback. Who are you taking?
If I'm GM and I can build a franchise around any quarterback?
Any quarterback you want? I know it's not an easy question. There's so many things to consider.
It's not at all. Anybody I want. Yeah. My first answer is Lamar Jackson.
Okay, awesome. Talk to me about why.
My first one is Lamar. My first one is Lamar for sure. Man, he's just a threat, man. He's a threat in every aspect of the game, man. He can do anything. He can do it all. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I feel like I have one of the fastest on the field. He can throw the ball in any type of situation. He can make plays for himself. Something that wasn't going according to plan. He's able to do what he needs to do. Lamar Jackson for sure. Lamar Jackson. If I get the right pieces around him too, just right pieces around him, making sure I got one superstar receiver and then another receiver that can get the double teams off my superstar, but it's a reliable type receiver. And then I got a running back that's really toting that thing. I feel like, give me a good slot, like a old school Wes Welker type.
Okay, real gritty, like Cole Beasley.
Yeah, real gritty guy. Guy. And man, and then Lamar Jackson's the extra threat, so that's like having 12 people on the field, dang there. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody for the quarterback now we're doing it now, but I'm doing all that type of thing to display his talent and give him options forever, whatever he wants to do. You got a run option every single time, you know what I'm saying? But of course we want him to throw that thing down the field more so, but all them options is gone, create something. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson.
I mean, how crazy is it that, obviously you play on the defensive side, but like there's been several players that have come out and said that. And like Lamar's not just the fastest as a quarterback. He's the fastest on the field usually.
Yeah.
It's a different level.
Yeah, no, they're right. It's it's not just the quarterback. That's why I don't blame him for not running that dang 40 in the combine. Whoever was in the corner,
we know what it is.
Right.
That's right. You can't measure that on field speed sometimes.
Right. League would have chewed that up, man. He would have ran some 4.2 or something. And League would have thrown him right to running back on some weird stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I know that you spent a lot of time with us, and I really, really have appreciated this. But before we go, I want to talk a little bit more about you. So, I know that we had some technical difficulties earlier, but talk to us a little bit about, what are your next steps NFL wise? Are you still pursuing that? And then what are you trying to do long term? What's Deone about?
Right. 100%, man. I'm definitely still trying to play football. To see how it goes this next year. I'm blessed for any opportunity, but at the same time, it is what it is. I would love to play the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm still training, still watching, and it's something that's instilled in me, So yeah, I would love the opportunity, when everything kind of like changes up and calms down a little bit with everything going on. And I hope everybody's safe out there. But yeah, I've been hanging out, man. I've been doing we talked about earlier, this gym thing. Anybody that knows me, they know I love to work out. That's always something that I've been doing. And so I just kind of had this idea of just kind of like going all to any gyms I can hit within the state, and then taking whatever other state I travel to or gyms I get in contact with, whatever state, just traveling and working out, and then at the same time, I know different NFL guys and people that are in different states. If they want to get a workout in, it'd be a cool thing, just work out together, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of just build some, build a brand. And I kind of go by this thing. It's called Relentless Freedom. I'm kind of just going to that's just kind of what I'm about, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have some workout stuff and just kind of start working out, and that's just kind of like what that stands for, is just doing what you want and being who you want. So, you know what I'm saying? So just attacking life one day at a time, but at the same time, getting the most out of it, you know what I'm saying? So you're doing exactly what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? And then you're being who you want to be, you know what I'm saying? Each and every moment of your life. So, and you're going to live your life with no regrets. So I know that sounds corny, but
no, not at all. I love that. That's a great rhyme. Relentless Freedom is what you call that, right?
It is, yeah.
Man, that's powerful.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. You're gonna need to get on that merch soon, and just let us know when that's ready.
100%. Yeah, you gotta rock some, man.
Absolutely, you know I'm with all that.
Yeah.
Man, well, I'm so glad that you got that going. Go ahead and make sure you plug yourself. Where can people reach you? What's the best way to get in contact for business opportunities, things like that?
Yeah, 100%. My IG and my Twitter is Deone Bucannon 20DE1 is how you spell my name, and Buchanan Buchanan like a cannonball 20. And on there got all my information about my marketing manager and anything. But I'm having fun with life, man. It ain't no pressure.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So just like you, I'm just looking forward to whatever life has for me, man.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you again so much for being on Undrafted GM and here on the Say What You Will Radio Network. We've loved having you. And please know, this is an open invitation for any week you want to come on. You want to come on and tell me I'm wrong about my picks. You want to come on and tell me I'm wrong about this. And I'll do what I can with my connections to get you hooked up with the Steelers because, that's where I need you to be. So
legit, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, hold me accountable, man. Check my picks out, man.
For sure. That's right. So I'll hold you accountable. I'll make sure I let you know next week. I'll shoot that over to you on IG. Make sure you see how many you got right. And then, feel free to come back on anytime. We loved having you and really hope you have a good rest of your holidays. Stay safe, stay blessed. Look forward to seeing you in the future, man.
Yeah, you too, man. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Absolutely, man. Well, be safe. We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
All right, Deone. Man, so again, this has been Undrafted GM. This has been a great opportunity for our guest, Deone Bucannon. Man, what a guy. Just genuine, authentic, real hard worker. We've all seen him in action. He plays with his hair on fire. Guy's a monster. He's a great dude. Sounds like he's got a lot of big stuff coming up with some of the things that he's doing with his branding, with his gyms. So make sure you guys are tuning into that. Go follow him on Instagram, follow him on Twitter. Make sure you share this video, share his content, so that way he can continue to build that brand and move forward. But man, this has been another awesome episode of Undrafted GM. For those of you that have stuck around with us for the whole ride, all I need you to do, go over to Say What You Will Radio Network on Facebook. You're going to just click that like button, click that follow button to make sure you get those notifications. Give this a like, give this a share. That way it can get out there and Deone can continue to grow his platform. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your time. As always, God bless. We'll see you guys next week.